best bet. Y'all rain this afternoon. I hope it does so it cools. Protein coffee. I'm eating part of that. I can't eat when I'm stressed. I don't know how people do it. Excuse me. Other people have like the opposite problem. Most people with stress eat. I can't eat when I'm stressed. This is good though. I would have never tried this, but it's decent. It's got like some kind of spinach wrap in it. It's got chicken breast, provolone, Caesar dressing, Parmesan cheese, and spinach and flour tortilla. All right. Try to eat some more. Hey y'all. It's not bad. Hey Jim. Eric. I'm just glad I'm eating something because I'm so dead set on finding a power source that I've just been go trying to get an outlet. I'm not exaggerating. Why do I always sound crazy? It's crazy to think that there is not a singular place in this town that will allow someone to charge their phone. But I can assure you, other than the library and that laundromat, you're SOL. Churches do not even have the outlets on the outside of the building. And if they did, as you've already seen by the library experience, I'm pretty sure the sheriff would show back up even if I was on church property using their outlets. This is a different kind of town. So I've been so wound up trying to find power. Everything else falls to the wayside until I get that problem solved. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm gonna fuel up and wait for the sun to go down. I wanted to get in the river, but there's some dude walking around here, so I guess that's not gonna happen now. I mean, he's allowed to be here, don't get me wrong, and maybe he'll leave and it's supposed to rain. That's another problem. Now, if it does rain, I can find an awning, but if it starts pouring down raining and I'm on the bike, all of my devices could get wet and ruined. That's what worries me. And that's why I need a jump off spot, somewhere that I could leave half of this stuff, because if I need to quickly move, that book bag is 40, 50 pounds, plus me, plus the bike. You can't go very fast uphill. Most of the time I have to get off. And, you know, I'm clocking like 20 miles a day on that bike just getting my resources. Food, water, power. And God, without power, I won't have a paycheck come August. So you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. I just got to figure out how to make it happen, okay? I think people have gotten lazy. I think people have just gotten lazy as hell. I'm out here working my ass off, sweat, blood, tears, working my ass off just to be able to run my channel because I love it that much. And people want to say I'm on drugs. Some of y'all ought to be ashamed of your damn selves. You're going to hell. Straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not even visit Jesus. Some of y'all so mean. You don't need to have a meeting with Jesus. You already know why you're going. You already know why you're going. Yeah. Stop filming. Da-da-da-da. It's your fault. Anyways, I think I might feel better after that. I do want to put my feet in the river. Oh my God, let's see how bad my feet are. Hey, it actually ain't that bad. I'm actually shop. It's the bottom that I'm worried about. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 blisters on my left foot. 3 over here. Damn, I put all my weight on the front. That's why I got blisters on the front of my toes. Oh, damn, I even got one on the top of my foot. Holy mackerel, my feet are disgusting. All right, listen. Shut up. I'm kind of homeless. Sue me. If it's that big of a deal to you, why don't you get on the phone, call some NC House of Representatives, talk them into lowering rent prices or passing laws to put a cap on things or reduce the, I don't know. Listen, I'm not a lawyer, not a economist, not a financial advisor. I don't know who we need to call, but if you're that offended, why don't you start caring? Because I can assure you that my situation is 10 times worse for a lot of people in my same shoes. This can get really ugly really quick, and you can die very quickly. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's really sad, actually. The way that everything's been going down today. Yeah, you would have to have a solar panel. And that's the thing. Where's the other phone? Let me look if I can even get this to work. Let me look at what's on Amazon. I don't even know. I can't have nothing too big. I have to lug it around. You know, my back and my ass and my feet are already done for. I need to like set somewhere and recuperate for 2 days. Like I need to recover. I mean, I walked 40,000 steps one day, 41, and then 23,000 the day before I even got a bike, going on no sleep. Do you know, could you sleep? Hold on, let me ask you this. Could you sleep outside downtown, your major city? I don't know where you live, but say you live in Los Angeles. Could you sleep outside overnight and feel safe? People are like, well, why did you stay up? Honey, it's shocking to the system. Most people would not feel comfortable sleeping outside in the elements. Not to mention the potential danger of maybe people on drugs or nefarious characters that rape, rob, and murder. You never know. That puts homeless people on edge and they cannot sleep. And some people, like me, that have trauma, it sends them into a state of mania where they have insomnia. They can't eat. They're sped up like I am. You know, well, caffeine doesn't help. I've probably had 200 milligrams of that today. They're sped up, which also doesn't help with my eating because, you know, caffeine kills the appetite. It's a vicious cycle. But for real, if you're wondering why I did not sleep the first few days that I was out here, it's because ending up in this situation has a tendency to razzle your nerves to the point that you're incapable of sleeping. And then if you suffer from any mental health conditions like PTSD, here comes somebody else. Y'all, I don't like this shit at all. I can't even just come out here and just put my feet in the water. This is not gonna work. Well, everything's just blown to shreds. Everything. He's probably just minding his business, but you know how I am. You know, every time I say I'm somewhere, all these dudes be showing up. Y'all know how it is. And I'm just staying on guard. I guess when they leave, then I'll be able to put my feet in the water. Until then, I'm not going over there. They might be meeting each other. He's leaving. He waved at me. I'm sure he's homeless, but listen, I mean, harmless. I'm homeless, not harmless. nothing. Oh, hey, Apostle Paul. 40,000 steps was just to get water. I'm sorry, God's daughter. I just can't see because of the sun. I'm in the elements. It's 90 degrees. I'm sorry. I have to like hold the phone up. When am I going to get a headlight and a tail light for the bike? Dude, I don't know. I just spent $11 on 2 drinks and a bag of peanuts. I don't know. Great question. I don't know. Maybe when I get paid on the 21st. Probably when I get paid on the 21st. Since I can send stuff to that post office, then I can just send it there. I don't know. God, Jesus Christ, y'all. People are just so rude. That wasn't the question. Okay, girl. Bye. Bye. Because you going to bring the ugly out in me. You, God's daughter, you going to turn me into Satan's son over here. I foresee your alter ego that you never were, girl. I have to laugh. It don't even be my fault. It don't even be my fault. You can't make this shit up. What was that? I wonder if he just yoked my bike. Probably. Ow. Now I got my feet out the water. Ow. Hold on. Oh my God, my feet hurt so bad. I ain't even got my feet out the water. I'm talking about I got to walk on rocks. I'm talking about I got my feet out the water. No, I meant to say, ow, I'm stepping on rocks. See how you can't even think straight? No, it's right there. I got to start locking my shit up. That's another thing. Everywhere you go, you got to carry your bag and your thing and your bag and your thing, your bike. And that's the thing. Your bike, and then your bag, and then your bike, and then your bag. Carry it around the restaurant, carry it to the bathroom, carry it into Walmart, lock it up. Oh God, that water feels good. Oh, them rocks are mossy. Honey, I like to have lost it. They're mossy as hell. Oh my God. Listen, it might have been a while since I've been in the river, okay? I typically don't put my feet in this damn bacteria-infested water. I feel like that little girl from Uptown Girls. There's bacteria in the water. There is. It failed the fecal water test or whatever, bacteria fecal test. People be shit. Oh, it's probably leaks. Ow. Ouch. It's not very deep though. I don't know how to wash my ass in this. I don't think I will, but I actually planning to get some gallons of water. That's what I'm saying. I need like gallons of water and I'd be fine. If I had 2 jugs of water right now, I could shower. Listen, we did it in Key West, honey. I'm getting so sunburned on the tops of my arms. I need to be able to lay out to even this shit out. Listen, I ain't got nothing else to do. What, you think I'm supposed to go look for work smelling like this? Come on, man. Get real. Get real. People don't get it. Maybe if I could go over to Mom and Daddy's house and shower, I'd still have to bicycle in to an interview. By the time you do that, no deodorant on earth is going to prevent you from smelling in this heat and humidity. It's like damn Georgia down here and up here in North Carolina. Smoldering Satan's kitchen. I'm smoldering in Satan's kitchen. See, everybody's picking on me. You see that tree reach out and touch me? You probably don't want to get in that water right there. But the other day, I was out here, y'all, and I saw this black snake. He was probably, I don't know, a foot and a half long, and he was just cruising through the water over there. So yes, there is snakes and stuff in there because he was in that water back there chilling. Remember the baby crocodile that tried to eat my toes in Florida? He was big, y'all. He was like a foot and a half. Ouch. I think this is supposed to be full. I think this is actually a river, but it's always bone dry through here. After a rain, it might puddle up on this side and then puddle up over there, but I've never seen it full. I wonder if there's like a dam damming it up or something, you know? Probably. I don't know if my phone will work over here. It does feel good to have my shoes off. I ain't took my shoes off really in like 2 or 3 days. Change socks, wash laundry. Guess how I fell asleep last night? Pretzeled up with the bicycle. I had like my leg. I didn't want to chain it up in case. I didn't want to chain it up in case I had to jump on it and take off. What if somebody sneak attacked me and it's chained to the tree? You think I'm going to have time to put in a code to get the chain from around the tree and off the bike? No. So I had to sleep with my feet all intertwined in the bike. Here's my frame of mind. If somebody goes to yoke the bike, it's going to wake me up. If they touch the bike and move the bike to try to steal it, it's going to wake me up. And if they sneak attack me, then I guess at least it's not chained to a tree. So I have at least, maybe I can fight them off and like take off on the bike. I don't know. But I didn't want to chain it to the tree because if somebody goes to attack me, could you imagine waking up and being like, time out, time out. Let me put this combination lock in before you like rape and murder me out here, you know? Like time. Remember when you were kids and you'd play like tag and you'd be like, time? Like, yeah, like what the hell, man? No. So I slept with my feet all through the bars of the bike, and I literally, I just slept on the grass. I was just like, fuck it. Like, I literally just splayed out in the park, y'all. Right out in the open. No trees cover me or nothing. For that at Planet Fitness, he had camera a story a couple months ago, and sure enough, he went in the tandem. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. I know, Jen, you see this? I mean, you just can't even exist anymore. You know what's crazy? Y'all, and this is what I struggle with. I can go and pee in a cup every damn day, and there's still gonna be people saying, oh, well, she didn't pee in the cup on camera, or she got one drug test that got this and that on it, or, you know, I can do everything to constantly try to prove my innocence, try to tell people or show people who I am. Like, it's not going to make any difference. This is why I want y'all to understand why it's important to just live your life and ignore people and don't feed into it, because if I go and feed into it, these problems will only get worse. We learned that last year, you know. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink alcohol. I love fitness. I love being outside. Maybe not under these damn conditions, but people, I guess, they would have been so ashamed of the circumstances. They probably would have just given up. And I'm not going to do that. I really want to use this opportunity to teach people how hard this is. And I want people to gain new perspective on how hard it is to get out of these types of situations. And, you know, I apparently love exposing myself. So, so exciting. You know, I don't know. I just want to do what's right over everything. I want to do what's right over everything. That's the only thing that matters to me, is doing good and doing what's right. I think it's going to rain. If it does, so listen to this. Listen to this. Apparently, rainwater is perfect for showering, and it's even softer and better for the skin. And I'm out here in this mountain air. Y'all, if you can't tell, it's beautiful. I'm out here in this mountain air, and so I'm not showering here. God, I'll be like, watch it start raining and 15 damn men show up. Like, she said she was gonna be out here in the rain. Like them two hippies in Without a Paddle. Do you remember that? Them girls up in the, oh God, what was that tree called? Anyways, yeah, no. No. But yeah, they said that rainwater is actually really good to bathe in because it's softer for the skin and it doesn't have all the minerals that they add to it, and it doesn't have the stuff coming out of the ground. Hey, thank you, 100 days. Yeah, cause God, that girl, there was one of them girls that was in that Without a Paddle. She played in a lot of children's stuff. She's really cool. I can't remember. It was anyways, what were they called? Life Tree? Was that the name of the tree? Life Tree? Tree Life? I can't remember. Anyways. Yeah, they were like, we showered in the rain together all night long. The thunder, the lightning. Those guys. Oh my God, y'all. This is such a funny movie. I've never done that. I know. I might be on some, you know. When did you shower last? When did it rain last? I might be turning into one of them tree-hugging hippies, honey. You know what I mean? I got to go. No, I cannot meet you for anything. Nope. It's about to rain. I need to go shower. I need to go shower. I don't want no man to give me 3 square meals. I can feed myself. I know how to hunt. I know how to fish. I know how to rip the soul out your chest and eat it for dinner. Hey, I cannot say that. Shy? Hello, thank you for becoming a gold member. Who cares about Reddit? Do a poll. What kind of poll? Oh God. Thank you, Brandon. See, y'all, I've been seeing some of the cutest boys around this town lately. I wonder where they originate from, because they didn't grow up here. I ain't seen too many good looking men in this town until I got back. Maybe I just lived, maybe I was Patrick. I lived under a star. Like, I mean, I was a star living under a fish. I mean, I was a starfish living under a rock. Sorry. No, I swear to God, I ran into like 3 different Florida. This town's so small, you usually don't see like people your own age. You know how it is when you get older, especially when you hit your 30s. Like, everybody's got married, got kids. Nobody's single anymore. They're out. You know what I mean? It's hard to find the older. Well, for those that don't know, for those in your 20s, honey. Yeah, the older you get, the harder dating gets, and the harder it is to find somebody that you're compatible with. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, if it does start to rain, y'all, I'm gonna just head back into, and they won't care if I'm at, like, you know, if I was at Walmart and it starts raining and I'm homeless, I got these electronics, they're not gonna care if I sit under the awning while it rains. But worst case scenario, it starts to rain and it rains, for hours and you can't, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna really, like, pour. I cannot find my vape. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's going to rain for a while. I wonder if this will work. Hey. Oh, that's not it. This is a mess. I mean, just all this little stuff. This is all drink mixes. Oh, there's some batteries. Hey, there's vape. And I charged that this morning. That's another thing. Everything just dies so quickly. I don't know if it's the elements. Everything dies quicker. My vapes will die overnight. I'll charge it when I'm going to bed. And damn, overnight, and maybe it's the humidity. Is that even possible? Does anybody know about that science shit? I'm not very smart. I love science, but I was not very smart. I was not a very smart woman. It's maybe the humidity. I don't know. Damn. I think the most attractive thing about a person is the way that they carry themselves, how nice they are to others, how, you know, when you come in contact with somebody and they're staring you down and like makes it a little uncomfortable. But when you come in contact with somebody like those two guys, they were minding their business off on their own. They're not standing over there staring at me. Matter of fact, one came down and then he was on the phone or something, and then he goes back up and waves, you know, goodbye, and then got in his truck and left. That's not a problem. That's normal. That's normal. It's when they come out and they want to stand 5 feet behind me and stare me down or ask me questions, or they just gotta speak to me. Like, I don't know, man. There's different. I think that a lot of the guys that follow me think I hate men, and I don't. I've just been traumatized and victimized constantly over and over. And I'm sure you probably have been too by women. That's what humans do to each other. That's why I stay away from them. That's what humans do. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Humans are just hurt people that hurt people, okay? Some guy said, "You hate men." No, I don't. I'm learning from my mistakes. And in doing that, you learn self-preservation and protection, and you learn to be more practical and rational, and you slow down, and sometimes you put your emotions aside and operate on facts for the better good of everybody. That's what adults should be doing. And sometimes you have to be the adult in the situation and put your feelings aside, even though it hurts to do something. Maybe leave somebody, walk away, say no, realize that maybe the person ain't the fit for you. And that's where people have a hard time, because they're lonely, and so they put up with bullshit, and they dish out bullshit, and then before you know it, it's a full-blown damn abusive ass toxic relationship. And that's friends and family and just all kinds of relationships. Hell, you can have those relationships at work, in the workplace. Humans can be very wicked. I think that I don't know. I think that people just operate on emotion a lot. Power bank. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I agree. Oh, I thought he left. He didn't live. He's still fishing, and I'm sitting over here talking about these people, and they're still over there. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die from embarrassment. I thought he left. I heard a truck cranking loud. That's another thing. You don't have any privacy out here, and everybody's in your mouth. And like, I'm loud. They don't have to be doing much to be in my mouth, honey. They can probably hear me from 2 blocks away. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. See, I admit when I'm wrong. I know my faults. But one thing you're not going to do is come over here and tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, when I know good and well the statistics on accountability. I know the stats on accountability. I'm being facetious, but you know, how many people really take accountability and be like, how many people you know will say, well, I'm condescending, I got a big mouth, I got anger problems, I probably jumped the gun too much, I'm probably judgmental, sometimes I can be a little hypocritical. All of that's true about me. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I just know I'm not as evil as these fuckers out here. You know? I take a lot of accountability, but what I won't do is take accountability for something I didn't do. I'll die on that hill of honor before I admit to something I didn't do. Like, And I think that's what sucks, is like I take so much accountability and then it's not even recognized half the time. But that's life, man. That's life. That's how it is. That's life. That's life. That's life. That battery's dead. This ain't hitting. Sorry. Damn, everything's dead, homie. Dead. As a damn smashed turtle in the road. Dead. As my mama. Dead as my grandma. I can go on. You want me to list everybody? I'm sorry. It's dead as a penny in the parking lot. Everything's dead. Like my family. Sorry. I gotta make jokes. It's how we laugh. Alright. Yeah, this stuff needs to be charged. I wonder if I can charge 2 items at the same time. Probably. Yeah, that's a shallow ass river, homie. You ain't getting there to take a dip. Not unless you go down, set on your ass. Did you see how shallow it was? It's like 2 inches of water. How would one take a bath in that? Or even take a dip or go for a swim? Not really a bath, but I was trying to rinse off. Oh. I will say, now that I got this new cord, that battery pack from Energizer does work with the new cord on my iPhones. The issue is how I'm gonna charge this bank. So now I've got 2 battery banks and no way to even charge those. Oh, and I just realized I think I need a special cord to charge this one. It did not come with one. Maybe I can charge it here. I am not going to another country. No, people are mean. I'm scared. Nope. Oh my God, this ain't working. This is dead. So now, shut the front door. Yo, I think both of these vapes are about to die. Damn it. I mean, I don't have no power. You know? Like, this sucks so bad. I don't know what to do about this, y'all. This is gonna prevent me from being able to make money in so many damn different ways. That's my lifeline. I'm going to downtown later after I feel sorry for myself for a minute, and then, yeah, I'm gonna go to town. Try to figure something out. That's life. Well, thank you. If you did send me a cash app, I greatly appreciate it. Oh, ow, ow, my butt. No, Sheila, there's no hotels, unfortunately. And even if there were, I would rather save that $150 than spend it. That's a lot of money for somebody in my position. That's life changing money. The truck. So if I can't afford that, that tells you how bad it is. So I definitely can't afford a hotel because I couldn't, even if I just did it once a week. To me, that's not worth it. That's $400, $500, $600 a month, just one day a week staying at a hotel. Transportation yesterday. this is a little setback because I was planning to be out here relaxing today and can't do that. I got a damn. That black Jeep has done went by me 4 times. Ouch. Thank you. Bless you. I'm not going to no women's shelter. That's stupid. Y'all really be trying to get people strung back out on drugs. Y'all just don't know. Struggling in active addiction. I don't do drugs. I just said there's no place like that. They don't do stuff like that around here. And somebody else back in the comments talking about the same buffoonery. Not, oh, Brooke, how do you plan to get power? Or, oh, Brooke, have you tried, I don't know, doing this for power? I don't know. No. Talking about pointless. I'm going to be on the streets for the next 10 years. So the quicker everybody accepts that, the quicker we can start to make progress and I can fix it. Because the quicker I'm asked questions I've already addressed, the longer I'm going to be stuck here not making progress, you know? The fact is that I live on the streets now. And once I get a power source, then life will be easier, okay? Because without a power source, I don't even have access to my bank account, homie. You know, surprisingly, I slept good last night. One good thing about, I guess, being physically exerted from the heat and physical activity of running around getting food, water, and restroom, you sleep fairly well no matter where you pass out. So, in my newfound street homelessness, I've also become narcoleptic. Or I've got sleep apnea. I don't know, but if it is sleep apnea, listen, that's a peaceful way to damn go. I hope it takes me out tonight, okay? Let me just go sleep in the graveyard again so I can be surrounded by people that's been there and done that like me, okay? At least when I cross over, I'll probably get, you know, a better welcome at home party than I get from the internet every day, okay? They'll be like, damn, you too? What year is it? I'll be like, 2025, homie. Be like, what year you passed? He's like, 1692. How'd you die? War. He's like, how'd you die? The economy. Joe Biden. Kamala Harris. Gas prices, homie. Be glad that you died in a noble way on the battlefield. Because my lack of education took me out, okay? My mistakes. What killed you? My mistakes. I am a sinner. No, but for real. Gotta have resources out here. You won't make it. So, like I said, apparently there are other homeless people, but y'all know I don't talk. I don't go around people. I know. My recovery is too important to me. You see, here's the thing about recovery. You can be having a really bad day like today, and you get around the wrong person, and they're not, they say they're sober, but they're putting you in a bad position, and all they gotta say is, oh, let's get some drugs, and you might be having a bad day, and there you are, off again. That's why I don't go around. I can't see nothing. That's why I don't go around nobody. Oh, you can see recovery. You don't, after you've been as clean as I have, you don't want to be messing around at no halfway houses, stuff like that. Like, and listen, I've never really been the communal type of person, okay? If I would have had the college experience in a dorm, I would probably be a felon now because of that, you know? You know what I mean? I don't do apartments either. When I had my own place, I lived in a house. I don't do apartments because I don't have the patience for the ignorance, because people are disrespectful. I know what I can handle better than most people. And you too. You know what you can handle better than most. You know what works for you better than most. And that's my point. Stop listening to everybody that wants to give you advice, and they ain't living in your shoes. They're not going what you're going through. They don't they don't have the same beliefs and values. We're all different people, and we all operate according to our beliefs and our morals and our values and what we stand for. So we all have different motives, different reasons, and you're going to know what works best for you above anybody else. And that's why you got to not take people's advice, especially when they have opportunities and resources that you do not. They can't even fathom. They can't even fathom. So it's best to just live your life, not explain yourself or overly explain yourself. I explain these things because it's what I'm going through, and I want people who I care about and love to understand. But also, I guess the mission is to kind of spread awareness about these things, and so I need to be vocal. And another thing that sucks is to have to reiterate stuff. I hate repeating myself, and that comes with the territory of this channel, and I need to get better at that. More, click, like, share, love. But that, that to me, that's being fake. And I'm not saying I won't get there one day, but today is not the day where I'm going to be like, please like this video and subscribe and buy my t-shirt. And it's hard enough and I think that y'all are seeing that today while I'm running around town looking for cell phone battery. It's hard enough just to find those resources, much less get on here and smile and act like everything's hunky-dory, and then also play things up in my opinion, fake manner. I don't know. It's just hard. It's exhausting. I could take a nap. I'm so tired I could take a nap. And I'm never nappy like this. I need to go uptown, but it's a damn hike. It's like 2 miles, I think. This is exhausting. Oh, my ass hurts. I mean, honestly, if I knew that I could get a battery bank by tomorrow, I just wouldn't even go uptown. I'd figure it out up here. But I can't guarantee that, and I've got to have cell service for tomorrow to try to figure out how to get a battery bank tomorrow. So I'm going to have to go up there probably tonight, I guess. I was going to go up there last night, and I got so tired. I sat down at the park. I ate a bag of almonds. I ate some beef jerky. I got on my phone, checked some comments, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, put on my pajamas, sat down in the grass for 5 minutes, and I died. Woke up 6 hours later, like, what the hell? The sun was up, and there was people that worked in the building that I fell asleep. I was like, oh my God. Like, people had already rolled up in this place of business for work, and I'm asleep on the lawn. Y'all. And this is why they don't like homeless people. This is why they treat homeless people like that. What am I supposed... Am I supposed to have a damn battery operated alarm clock strapped to my damn hip? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I need one of those little vibrating wheel alarm clock that runs around on the grass next to me to wake me up. Oops, I'm sorry. I just biked 20 miles yesterday. Well, I actually walked 5 to 10 miles before I biked 20 miles. Sorry. I fell asleep, and that damn narcolepsy. That damn narcolepsy. Because humans don't need like 7 to 10 hours of sleep a night or anything, That's all a myth. You can just run on caffeine and nicotine. Your caffeine, that's all you need. I felt so bad. And that's another thing that comes with this. Like, you feel like you're like in the way a lot because of the way that the cops are at you, and they're like trying to get you to move on and move up and move over and do backflips and cartwheels and jump through the hoops. I went to McDonald's and got a cup of coffee, and there was a McDonald's worker, and I was like, you don't think they care if I charge my stuff? And she was like, oh no, you're fine. But y'all, that lady at the library smiled at me right before she called the police on me. She did. She freaking smiled at me. And then an hour later called the police on me trying to have me arrested for using a public space. So you never know, it could be fake, it could be real. This is the South. They'll smile in your face and talk shit behind your back. That's why I don't have friends. Oh, God. At least one of y'all think I'm funny, right? That's all that matters to me. At least if just one of y'all think I'm funny, I'm okay with laughing at myself then. She smiled at me and then called the police on me. It's wild. See, when I be talking to myself, I be discovering shit. Oh. I mean, I guess I could take a bath in that mud puddle right there. I don't think I should. I think that's where snakes and shit are. Oh, thank you, Gregory. Apostle Paul. Scamming the world for my own entertainment. Honey, your mind can't even fathom. Because I'm a mess. That's why. They're watching because I'm a mess, cowpole. Oh, I felt the raindrop. Repack, I know, Rico. I know. I'm going to get, alright, so here's my plan. I'm waiting to see if it's going to rain. Depending on what the rain does is what I do. If it rains, I'm going to somehow get in this river and freshen up. And everybody I wonder how many people's going to call the police. She's down at the river washing her ass. Yeah, and I'm going to have on a bikini. And I'm going to be swimming, so I'm not washing my ass. I'm swimming in a thunderstorm. I'm swimming in a thunderstorm. They gonna 5150 me and swear I had a death wish that I was waiting on lightning, They'd be like, Lord, we had to pull her out the river. It was lightning and thunder. She was gonna get struck. Like, Jesus. This is not a free country anymore. We are cooked, folks. We are cooked. We are so done. You can't even go swim in a public spot. But for real, all jokes aside, I'm like, I see these. Do y'all ever think about the way that things would go off of what other people say? Most of the time it's what I'm saying in my head, but you ever see it play out visually? Like you ever thought about, like, you ever been accidentally speeding and saw a cop go flying by? You're like, oh God. And then think about the conversation. If he would have pulled you over, what you would have said, what he would have said. I do that every interaction. Every interaction, I read a person, I profile, because that's what you're supposed to do for safety. Not racially profile, but profile. Racially profiling and profiling, two different things. But I profile people before I have interactions, and I kind of try to guess how the interaction's going to go. And more often than not, I'm right. I mean, more often than not, I'm a psychic. It freaks me out sometimes. Like, how did I know? How did I know she was mean? How did I know she was going to bite my head off, rush me through my order? How did I know? And y'all have seen some of that on camera. I'm like, I don't know about this, y'all. Or I'll have a live smile at me, and then I'll get on live, and I'll be like, I think things are going good. I think things are going good. I think we're turning over a new leaf. I was in the library this morning, and them librarians that don't like me, they smiled at me. And then fast forward an hour, they call the law on me. Have me trespassed off the property. They just don't like homeless people. It's what it is. But, I mean, always go with your gut instinct is my point. Even if people switch it up and start acting nice, you've already seen, that they've got that malicious intent, that evil intent. They feel some type of way. They either operate on feelings rather than facts, and that's dangerous. So be careful. Even if they switch it up and start acting nice, be careful, because you already know what it is. Go with your gut instinct. They probably want something from you. That's why people switch it up like that. They want you when they or they need you when they want you or whatever, or when they want you when they need you, but not all the time, you know what I mean? When they need something from you. Yeah, that was wild, that whole library thing. At least we can laugh about it. I mean, one thing's for sure, I get knocked down, but we get back up laughing, you know? I get knocked down, but I get back up laughing. Super funny. Yeah, depending on what the weather does is what I'm gonna do, and then probably go charge my phones later. What the hell? I thought it was a monkey or something falling out the tree, and I'm not even in Africa. It was a branch. It could have been a squirrel. If it was, I would have went and caught it. Listen, we can't be having no squirrel casualties. That's fam. Oh, stick. Welcome to the jungle. Imagine being asleep. That shit falling on you. Oh my God, what if it fell on you? Or right next to you? It scared the hell out of you, at the very least. No, about the worst animals we got here is going to be snakes, black widows, spiders. Sorry, my head's itching as I'm saying that. Y'all, I probably look like shit. I ain't even, oh my God. Lord have mercy. Tiny dancer. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, about the worst is going to be bobcats, raccoons. Possums are pretty docile. Raccoons, too. I've gotten to where I'll scream at them and they'll just run off, or I'll, like, stomp my foot, talk to them like a toddler. Don't you do that. You go away. I'll put you over my knee. And it usually scares them. You just got to be more feral than they are. I think it's working out good. I think it's working out good as I sit out here in my feral state, barefooted on rocks with bugs crawling on me. You just got to be more feral than the animals and you'll be fine. I'm laughing because it's so true. It's so true. You just don't even understand. No true words have ever been spoken, I'm telling you. If you got the body of a man but spirit of a bear, you might make it. You might make it against a bear, seriously. If you got the body of a man but the spirit of a bear, you might actually hold your own enough to scare off one if you're crazy enough. You got enough tools at your disposal, maybe some resources to help you. I mean, you probably couldn't fight one. You're gonna die. Don't be out here trying to fight bears. What I'm saying is if you act crazy enough, you might scare one off. If you got enough courage and oomph in you, enough bravery, have the heart of a bear to scare off a bear. You gotta be a little feral. Yeah, them damn raccoons that used to sit on my truck over at the boat docks. I hope nobody has any surveillance footage of me in the middle of the night fighting with those animals. That'd be pretty embarrassing. I used to get out, y'all. Those things would be rocking the truck at like 3 a.m. and I would get out and start beating the wheel wells and screaming and stuff. Yeah. Possums, they don't mess with stuff like raccoons do. It ain't bad. I mean, I've only seen one snake this week. This week. This summer I've seen like 8. But this week I've only seen 1, so that's all that matters. That's the principle. That's the point. I wouldn't sleep anywhere like this. And I couldn't sleep on these rocks. Jesus Christ. I'll walk up and you'll have to put me on a stretcher. I'll have to start a fire so I can send up a smoke signal to get help, because God knows my phones will be dead. I couldn't sleep here. It's probably not smart to sleep like right beside water because of snakes and stuff, alligators. You don't know what's where. Yeah, this shit ain't no joke at all. Super dehydrated. It was super dehydrated. I got some water I need to work on. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it cools off and see what the weather does, and then we go down. I'm gonna go over here and get in this water and play around. Let's go have some fun. I gotta pee though. I don't want to pee in this riverbed though. I want to pee somewhere where the water. You don't. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all! I saw this episode of Survivor where this dumbass girl was pissing and shitting in their water supply. It was her and a guy, and they were off on a single exploration. Not like they were both single, but like it was a man and woman in a competition. And instead of it being a whole bunch of group of people, it was just one or two, and they were off by themselves. And this girl was going to a puddle. It was just like this. It was a river ravine. Like, this is a river. It's just dry. There's no water in it. This is the bottom of the damn river. You should be able to drive a damn small canoe through here, honey, and there's no water. So she was going to, like, the water supply like this. And she was using the bathroom in the pond. And all the fish died. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about how they floated to the top. Sorry, it's sad, but like, what a dummy. Like, I was not a very smart woman, but I probably shouldn't be doing that there. It was crazy. Oh, it's definitely still there. Those episodes are here. That guy that's over there ain't gonna take it. Yeah, those episodes are, yeah, those episodes are here on YouTube. All right. Ow. It feels like it's gonna rain. I had to take this back down. One way to catch a fish. Yeah, one way to die from damn E. coli poisoning. How'd she die? Survivor. Oh, she was dehydrated. No, it was No, it was E. coli poisoning. Damn dummy. She killed herself. She was trying to make Schitt's Creek. I'm sorry. You got to be pretty stupid not to know. You know, come on, man. It's just laziness. It's sheer laziness. How do you know that ain't gonna make you sick? It killed everything in the river, and you did it multiple times. You saw shit dying, and you didn't know what it was from. You didn't know what it was from. Oh God! So you kept going back and doing it again. Can't fix stupid, I tell you. He ain't gonna steal my bike, y'all. He ain't no homeless person, I don't think. Hell, all I know is he's a fucking axe murderer. Damn, Richard Ramirez was cute too. Well, his teeth went. I mean, but you know, that can be fixed. Little chisel here, little chisel there. I bet there's beer glass. I bet there's glass all in this stuff. These rocks are really mossy. Look at them bugs. Get on. See? You just gotta be not scared of them and just go straight through it. I don't know what they are. I hope they don't bite me. Not me trying to be all tough, getting down, eat up by chiggers. Huh? Oh, shit. Thank you. He saw a water moccasin down here earlier. Maybe we shouldn't be right there. I told y'all that I saw that black snake down here. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't get in there. Water moccasin. Will that kill you? I got bad luck, so if it bit me, it would kill me. It doesn't matter. Me, yes. Me, yes. Water moccasin. Well, maybe it'll rain. I need to get like gallons of jugs of water, and I'm like, I'd be fine. Put on my bikini, stand right here, and just do it. If I had 2 gallons of water, you know, I'll do it eventually. I'll figure it out once I get power. Oh. Will a water moccasin kill you? If that's a cottonmouth, and you wouldn't have a good time, damn. Thank you, Jim. It was. Y'all see this? Y'all see how my own channel members be turning fake, and then y'all wonder why I generalize so bad. How am I supposed to learn and connect and trust people when my own channel members buy a subscription to come and hate and stir the pot and start drama? This is why I'm a felon. See, if I knew who this person was, I'd probably punch her in the face, because I don't play games like that. It's so fake. Like, what compels a person to be like that? Two-faced, conniving, manipulative, cunning. Never have I ever. I've never been that way. Never. And they'll tell you that I'm this horrible, hardened criminal, ex-drug addict. Well, shit, they say I'm still on drugs. I forget. Because I'm sober. But, you know, like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I know, cowgirl. You know what? That's what I was said the other day, that somebody bought all those memberships, and I think that it was a setup. I think somebody did it to troll my entire channel. I think probably all 200 of those memberships are people like trying to stir the pot. They're probably from some other streaming service. They've all agreed to come here and troll my channel. I've had stuff like that happen before. I've had people buy subscriptions and try to get close to me just so they can sell information on me. And I'm not even famous. Makes you feel crazy. Like, people be acting like I'm stuck up. No, honey. No, people be acting like I'm the shit, because otherwise they wouldn't be chasing me around town, stalking me, trying to figure out my full phone number, my full name, my home address. Obviously I'm the shit, and I'm just popping, because otherwise I wouldn't have all these people coming at me like this. I never said I was anybody. I said I was some dumbass that wanted to help humanity, but I have never come on here and been like, oh, da-da-da-da. Yesterday, I'm like, done. Yesterday I was done. I was just like, done with the whole situation, because I don't get, you know, I'm more than open and honest about things, and people still just try to tear you down. It's crazy. It's like, you take accountability for nothing, and you sit around your ass being lazy trying to judge me and tear me down, when all I do is try to take accountability and learn from my mistakes and reconcile the situation. It's a crazy world. Paranoid. Do you know how many people's hunted me down off the internet since January? That I've caught on camera. Just the ones I've caught on camera, a dozen. Random people out here being creepy that I've caught on camera, a dozen since January. I've had my truck, the tire was stabbed out with a knife head in it, but I'm paranoid. I'm on live, and people will go by hanging out the car window on camera, but I'm paranoid. Okay, they go by revving their engines, playing music that I played the day before. Yeah, I'm paranoid. No, you're crazy. Some of y'all really don't know the realities of the real world. It's sad. It sucks to have to try to work in this space when people can't conceptualize the realities of the situation. They think they know. They want to call you paranoid. I'm not paranoid, honey. I'm smart. If you were in my situation, you'd probably already be dead. I've filed police report after police report. Jesus Christ. It's been crazy. I hate to even deal with them. As soon as they pull up, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I got bitches at the library coming at me sideways, but I'm paranoid. I love it. I did not put me here. This is actually not my fault. Unfortunately, I know y'all like to victim blame, but stay strapped, absolutely. And if I am paranoid, it's because of all of these people that have been out here doing this shit for 2 years. And thank God I am, because as I said, if I were not taking the measures that I was, I would probably be dead. What about the guy that rolled up on me that night that got out of the car and he was going to open my back truck door and my doors were locked, and I pulled out a camera and started filming him and he ran back to his car and I had to call the cops, and then he got in an argument with the cops and the cops searched his car. Remember that? What do you think he was going to do when he went to open up my back truck door? See, some of y'all, nobody would want to fornicate with y'all, and so I can't help but notice that maybe the reason you can't put yourself in my shoes is because nobody tries to come on to you the way that I'm sexually harassed when I'm just simply trying to live my life every day. It's what they call pretty people problems, and I'm not even that hot. It's crazy, I know. A lot of these comments come from women who claim to support other women. However, they're always in my comment section trying to tear me down, calling me names. And it's like, wait a second. I understand that you weigh 300 pounds and nobody's trying to bone you since college, but yeah, this is the reality. It's crazy. So all of those memberships were fake because now today they are... Thank you, cowgirl. Hey, Brooke. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Francisco. I like your picture. I wish they were bigger. I wish we could click on them. That's what I'm talking about when I say I wish YouTube would reform their platform. So there's a bunch of buttons over here for us creators, and when we're holding the phone, our fingers actually hit the buttons over here. I wish there was like a sentence button where you could click on the sentence and then it would drop down like it does when you're making a video. And also profile pictures. I wish that I could click on you guys' profile picture and it would expand and I could see you, because some of y'all have pictures with your children and stuff, and I saw one lady the other day, it looked like maybe her grandma, and I like to see those. They don't, yeah, it's kind of both. Is that size Sydney? Listen, it's kind of both, but also they don't sell them around here. They don't have them at Lowe's or Tractor Supply. Y'all, my hair looks so bad. They don't have them. So I'm going to have to order one off of Amazon. I might lay down tonight and do that somewhere. Yeah. Is that Jen? Jen? Yeah. It's J-I-N. That was crazy. I think that maybe I need to slow down when I'm having these interactions and play into it more so that I can point out the psychology behind it. As I said, I went back and watched it. He immediately started calling that, he immediately said that, the N-word, lover or whatever. That was him telling, that was him offended that I didn't want to take his help. And he just assumed that I was probably into black men, and Do you see what I'm saying? And then he's like, nobody's trying to F you. Why is that your first response when I simply say, I want to be left alone? That's because that's what he was looking for. It's very telling. What people say literally tell you what was on their mind. I'm the swimmer. That's funny. Y'all, my phone's about to die. This sucks. Sucks big time. Thank you, Martin Alberts. I hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Ain't it Tuesday? Yeah. And I think at some point he realized that he was on camera. They do a lot. I don't think they initially realize it when my phone's in my hand. At some point they do, and they sometimes switch up. I don't know. I feel like he realized he was on camera the first time, and he came back the second time to make up an excuse and say he wanted to help me. Hey, thank you, Michael, Fritz. Welcome, y'all. I think that KT, that would be a good option for some people, but my situation, it's not an option for me. I think that would be a great option for a lot of people, but unfortunately, because of my trauma, I cannot be around people in the same capacity that normal people can. That would be more detrimental to me, and I know what's best for me. And yeah, not being around, drugs and alcohol are not a part of my life. The only time it's even brought up is on this channel, which is crazy. So yeah, the only time I even talk about things or that's even brought up is on this channel. So I'm past that point in my recovery. It's not that I don't work on my recovery. It's just that I have things I need to do right now. And that would be source and power so that I can generate my income, so that I can get myself off the streets. Yeah. He offered you a biscuit and you're an in lover, to be fair to him. Hmm. Hello, Mariah Murphy. Yeah, we can see your messages. I've already said what I'm going to do when it rains. Thank you, Mariah. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Goblin. Hey, Shane. This is my job. Thanks for supporting my channel, Chris. Thank you. Well, Bigfoot but better be scared because I got big guns and I'll mess Bigfoot up. How about that? How about them apples? Catch me outside, Bigfoot. It's pretty chill here. Yeah, when it rains, I'm going to be under a shelter, so it'll be fine. That's what I was saying. When the rain comes, I got a plan, so somebody's pulling in. I can hear the cars up there. Yeah, I've got other things I need to do first, like rest. And go. I gotta go get stuff done. Yes, it turns out, Charles, YouTube doesn't really pay that well. The economy's went to shit. If I was living in a car, then clearly rent prices had hit me hard. But unfortunately, living in a car is expensive too. $2,500 to $3,000 a month for the car payment, the insurance, and the gas. The Violent Fairy, yeah, it's expensive out here. Y'all are disgusting. It's a girl and a guy. Bike's unlocked. Hopefully nobody tries to steal it, because I don't have the energy to run anybody down if they do. It depends, David. When you first start out, nothing. For like the first year and a half, maybe 2-3 years. And then it depends on your views and donations and channel members. It just depends. I make most of my money off of AdSense and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hello. I'm tired. Yeah, a few $100s a month. I think the biggest check I ever saw was $1,300, which is nothing in today's economy. That's groceries for a family of damn 4 or 5, you know? What do I eat? Well, I just had a chicken wrap that this girl that was a neighbor of mine brought to me. That was kind of her. And that's the only thing I've had today. I have a little bit of money to eat dinner, but I don't know what I want. And sometimes it's so hot, you cannot eat. It's so hot. I know, loyalty. I know. And then you're like bicycling around and you gotta walk everywhere. It's exhausting. Oh, thank you, Francisco. Oh, I forgot to put my Cash App back up. I haven't had internet service. I need internet service. I need Wi-Fi to do that. That's why I haven't done it. Sorry. Yeah, I do have a Cash App. Did this fool just ask me if I throw away my trash? Who can somebody please let him know before I have to block him? God, Jesus Christ. Somebody let me know before I have to block him. For real. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what aggravates me. It's like, I would never comment. And that's one of those backhanded comments. They only do that to just try to point out something. Hold on. Yeah, that account was made 10 months ago. I don't know about that, y'all. It's probably some hater from my past. Anyways, they'll make these little backhanded comments like that, insinuating that you're doing something wrong. Like, absolutely not. I don't need that negativity. I block that because there's billions of people in the world and they can't all potentially act like that, right? Give me hope, please. Not everybody acts like that, right? Because I know I don't operate like that. I mind my business. I mind my business. as one should, unless they might, want to be missing some teeth. Came from a different generation where you get a grip, bite your lip, save a little face, and mind your business. Mama said, life's like a box of chocolates. Mind your business or get punched in the mouth. So stupid. Mama said, if my legs get broke because I don't mind my business, that's my fault. For real. I mean, what's a girl to do? Y'all, I got a big old blister on my big toe. He said there was a damn snake over there. You think they hole up when it starts to rain? You think the movement of the rain scares them back to their hole? I think so, probably. I'll Google and see. Hello, Alexis. Hope you're doing well. No, I don't. Do you like sunflower seed? I do, actually. I love all kinds of almonds, cashews, stuff like that. Trail mix is so good. It's going. Welcome, Hive. Thanks for becoming a bronze member. Y'all, my phone. It keeps going black. Oh. Welcome, Hive. Hello. Yeah, I always throw my trash away. I actually can't stand littering. I hear a squirrel. Damn, today's been rough. And I'm beat, y'all. I might just lay here and die. Seriously, I'm so tired. And I have no way to charge nothing. And hell, just getting my bike and climbing up that damn hill is being a pain in the ass. I need to get my bike and bring it over here because I'm probably going to have to sit here for a while. This phone's about to die. I won't even have a phone. And y'all know how shit goes when I'm out here by myself and I ain't got no phone. Creeps just show up starting shit. Swear to God, if I have to drown somebody in that mud puddle, just know it wasn't my fault. They was messing with me. I was out here minding my business, trying to get the energy to damn go charge these phones. I like pumpkin seeds too. Yeah, I like sunflower seeds. But I like them seasoned with some kind of seasoning on them. I still ain't had boiled peanuts. Y'all were asking me if I had boiled peanuts. I still ain't tried them. They sell them at the stores in Jacksonville. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm extremely exhausted already. And it's only been like 3 or 4 days and already look at me. I should have started. I need to start taking a video now. We need to start week 1 of homelessness. Week 2 of homelessness. Week 3. I'm serious. It ain't even been 4 or 5 days. And the elements, the pain of sitting on the ground, not being able to shower, having to bicycle, walk to all of my resources, water, food. I mean, it's crazy. I will say it's by far the hardest thing I've ever had to do. By far. Prison was a breeze. At least you just sit in a cell and they feed you. You ain't out here damn hiking 10 miles. And I did. This morning, I biked almost 10 miles just to go charge phones, and then I got there and there was no power. So I had to bike all the way back into town, which was 5 miles. And I biked 5 miles there. It's like impossible. There's not even anywhere for you to charge your phones. Yeah, I'm tired. And if I keep it up at this rate, I'm going to burn out and be in the hospital or even worse. So I've got to figure out how to get a solar panel battery pack, and that's what I need to be looking at. I'm going to try to find one online. All right, I'm gone, y'all. This phone's about to kick it. It's got like 4%. I'm gonna look on Amazon and see if I can find, I don't know, something, a battery pack. At least I ate. I drank that coffee and I don't even feel it. I could take a nap. I'm gonna try to cool off and relax. I'll be back on live before I go to bed. If y'all don't hear from me before bed, somebody's then kidnapped and killed me, and they probably strangled me and put me in that mud puddle. Seriously, this is getting like for real now. So like for real, I'm gonna start checking in, because if I go missing, who's gonna report me missing? And half of you fuckers think I'm on drugs, so you'll be like, oh, she went back to the drugs. And I just want my followers that actually care about me to know that, first of all, you already know. I'm not even going to keep saying it. But second of all, I would never do that. But also, third of all, checking in, like, seriously, yeah, if I haven't checked in by like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something has happened to me. How sad. Code word pineapple. I mean, we already got damn moves, you know? So, like, yeah. Thank y'all. No way. Vanilla Girly. That's your man. Your man. That's a real man. You a real boy. Oh, alright. We'll talk in a little while. I love you guys. Pray for me. God knows I need it. I'm going to hang out with the animals and try not to get eaten up by mosquitoes and pray that it rains so I can cool off and change clothes. Love you guys. Y'all be safe. Oh, praying for you, Crow. I'm so sorry. I know how it is. I know how it is. Y'all be safe, y'all. Bye.